Hi Libra, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Chandler Christine, and this is my channel, Chandler the Light. This will work for you if you have a Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Libra. And of course, if you're a cross-watcher watching for a Libra loved one, feel free to switch up or reverse the roles. I may be speaking with you directly during this reading. Some of the characteristics can absolutely be confused, so use your discretion. Never use or never give your power to any tarot reader. Not all of this will apply to everyone. If you don't resonate, maybe check your Moon, Rising, Venus, and other signs to see if you can gain more clarity that way. As a disclaimer, you guys, my store is currently closed. As you guys know, there's just been a lot of energetic upheavals recently, and I need to be very responsible with my energy right now. So I feel kind of like the Oprah of refunds. I'm like, you get a refund, you get a refund, everyone gets a refund. So I'm sorry for those who have disappointed, but I hope you understand it's a very important time for energy workers and light workers alike. So needless to say, I will be providing weekly readings as well as extended. So if you like to go to Vimeo following this reading, I actually call them the almost personal readings because we do go that much in depth. So it's almost a personal reading, and it's quite literally a fraction of the price. So just head over there if you feel like you resonate with this reading and you need more clarity, okay? We're going to use my Sacred Geometry Activations deck. All right, Libra, I'm sinking into your energy here. A lot going on. There is a lot going on. You have realized a different version of yourself than you've ever seen before this week. I myself have had that same experience. You could be dreaming a lot. These dreams could be very vivid. Let's talk about it. Oh, you guys. Protect your energy. Don't let just anybody surprise you. Teach them a lesson, Libra. Let's see what we've got. Beautiful. Miracle and Tantric Journey. Oh, wow, you guys. So, with the 33 number, Miracle, you are quite literally leveling up. There's new information coming to you. And there's quite a bit of hope regarding your current situation. Now, I would say that this involves a spiritual union, as I don't typically get Tantric Journey without it being a very sacred and special union, okay? So we're looking at miracle, firstly, being that of consciousness, the cosmos, the universe, working on your behalf. Now, I have a few stories that I think we're going to go in depth with eventually during this reading, but when we say miracle, we're quite literally putting our faith in the universe. You've got to let it go, you've got to surrender. I'm hearing you're an innocent, okay? So I think that that's a validation to, how I was feeling, that if you are caught up in a whirlwind of chaos, that there are other people who are doubting you, it doesn't really matter actually, but I will say that the universe is working on your behalf to prove them wrong. So I don't know how far they really want to push you or how far they want to go with this, because the universe is quite literally putting some arsenal in your closet, right? So we're looking at Tantric Journey as well, being that of a number 6. So that vibration of 6 remains very steady. It's almost as if there's some integration happening here through your passions, sexual desires, chemistry with another that is long-lasting. It's pure, it's equal, it's balanced, and it opens up a whole lot of gateways. So, the frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves as a part of Source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. The frequency of Tantric Journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences with ourselves and with another. Tantalizing. So, let's use my Psychic Tarot. Psychic Tarot, please tell me what is going on with Libra. Please show me what I need to see. Please make me a clear channel for Libra. All right. Cards are popping. Cards be popping. They're wanting to talk, you guys. What did I just say? Wow. You guys have a lot of threes. What did I say about the universe? What did I say? You guys, this is serious stuff, okay? I really feel that this is a twin flame spiritual union, okay? Something that you never thought would happen, or something that you've been waiting for a very long time to actually make happen is happening. All right, it's happening. A miracle has just occurred in one of your lives, and you're about to rejoice and celebrate with the one you love. Now, when we have rejoice and celebration, this is a team effort, but not with a team that you may be able to see. This is a team that's, you know, watching over you guys, okay? So this is quite literally the universe responses to your good karma. This is the universe's response to something of a full cycle, something that you are finally in completion of. Whenever we see the universe card, it typically is the world in the major arcana. Now, the world may be yours this week, Libra. The world may be both of yours this week, Libra. Because as I'm sensing it, if you are in a divine union, your counterpart has made some very wise and bold choices. Very brave indeed. Trusting in the universe. It's not easy. Has to go through a lot of shadow. But there's a closing of a cycle. And something beyond your wildest dreams is on the other side. We have the number 9 and the number 5, okay? Suffering in silence is the 9 of Swords. This is no joke. Your partner, quite literally, may be suffering. They may be leaving a cycle. The number 5 is the Hierophant in the Major Arcana. This is the card of a Taurus. And I'm also seeing Taurus and Capricorn very strongly. Now, if this is you, this has been a very long cycle indeed. And both of you may have had an immense amount of suffering to do during this time. Needless to say, if this is how your partner's feeling, Libra, they may be getting a slight dose of how this has felt all along for you. What I will say is that they don't have to suffer for long, because this is the 9. This is exactly how they exit this cycle. Some things that you have to realize by going into the darkness of your own mind. Having a lot of doubt, not being able to see very clearly, having people quite literally misguide you. I'm hearing taunt you, tempt you. They may be giving them offers to persuade them in a different direction. Because they are full aware of this person's power. Once they emerge from the chaos, though, they will be a force to be reckoned with. I assure you that. So with the 9 of Swords, the thing is, once you reach the top of the mountain, after this grueling climb, there are no longer any obstructions in your view. That of clarity, that of hope, that of light emerges. Now, if you look at these two cards, they're both facing the sun. There is hope here, Libra. There is absolutely hope here. 2 major arcana right after a closing of a cycle. It's big stuff. It's big stuff. Oh, and look at what we have on the bottom of the deck. Foundation and achievements. The universe is going to applaud them and reward them. They are potentially moving. They are potentially rearranging their environment, potentially looking for new employment, making arrangements, of course, to level out or create harmony here in their life, okay? Let's use our Lumina Tarot. So you guys, last week was a really profound week. Just to sort of cover the reading we had last week, we had the Hanged Man in reverse, which is a significant realization. It's a game changer. When you have realization, someone's pulling the veil away so that you can see exactly what you're dealing with. Then there was the King of Cups in reverse that was followed with the Death card twice out of 2 different decks. Now that situation is quite literally dead. Gone. They lost. There's no more room for manipulation here. Now, that doesn't mean they're not going to try. Of course, this person's probably slightly stupid. Of course, the person that they're dealing with may be very naive. Don't let your guard down this week, Libra. People definitely still want to get at you. There's a lot of challenges here I see for you this week. However, you're handling it almost effortlessly. Let's see what Libra's core energy is this week. I just want to take a look at this one. Okay, 2 of Wands. This is exactly what we were saying. There's a gateway open. There's doors that are being opened and closed at the same time. This is a lot of change, okay? I want a very clear energy, please, for Libra's core energy. Libra's core energy, please. Libra's core energy, please. Very clear energy for Libra. I'm not going to accept all of those, but strength did come out first, very distinctly. Now, what I will say with all of these other cards is the Maiden of Cups, the 5 of Cups, the Star, the Hierophant, 6 of Swords, what else? The Hermit, and 10 of Cups. There's definitely sacrifice here. Someone is definitely watching you. Someone is definitely spying, okay? Thinking they're really clever, potentially, right? But we have strength, okay? And if you have a lot of Leo like I do in my chart, the moon and rising in my chart is Leo, as well as many other placements, actually. I have my Mars and something else. So there are definitely a lot of synchronicities here, especially with Mars in Leo. Let's talk about that, because that's a strong astrological placement right now that's setting this whole thing into motion, potentially, right? Making you ready for war. Making you ready for war. Now, it's not something that is anything new to you. You've been at this for the entire time, but now it's being glorified. Now it's in front of people. Now you're actually causing a little bit of a ruckus, right? So when we have strength, this is quite literally you and your partner moving forward in a very, very strong way, very passionate way, very dominating way. Okay, you could be involved with an earth sign, as I see Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn quite a bit in this energy, as well as Leo, okay? So, with strength, this is also a number 11, which is an ascended master number, right? It's a self-mastery number. It's talking about not letting your passions, your ego, or your desires run your life. Making sure you walk very skillfully, right? Very confidently, patiently, potentially, down this path, as there may be more closings and chapters coming to an end this week than there are actual manifestations. So this is where strength comes in. It's really easy to be confident when things are happening in front of your face. Now listen, the universe is throwing yet another test at you, Libra, as to say, don't give up hope. Just because you don't see things transpiring doesn't mean things aren't happening in your favor. What else is going on for Libra? What is Libra's partner's core energy this week? What is Libra's partner's core energy this week? Now, believe me, strength is not about getting everything you want. It's about a lot of sacrifice. Now, this sacrifice, I will say, is not just on your partner's behalf, Libra. It's very much on yours as well. And if there is a karmic debt to be paid, eventually you will have to do the same. Judgment. Okay, this came out in reverse. Someone is calling judgment. Someone is using their judgment. Someone has a ripening judgment. Whenever we see judgment, this is quite literally the higher arcana of the Libran energy. So listen, while we have a lot of this energy being upfront and in your face, this is exactly what I was saying, that things are working behind the scenes. When we have judgment, this is also a game changer. This is also a realization. This is also things slowing down a little bit because of the Mercury retrograde and because of the Pluto and Neptune and Saturn and Jupiter retrogrades. You may have to wait. You may have to focus on yourself, and that's okay. You're putting all of your faith in the universe. You're putting all of your faith in the universe. It hasn't let you down so far. When we see judgment, this is very much about a divine union. This is very much about a heavenly protected situation, okay? Though it may seem more chaotic than anything in the moment. Your person, though, is unwavering. OMG. They are special. But they've forgotten about that. Someone around them has not been feeding that side of them. And ooh, the manipulation. Ooh. Libra. King of Wands. This person, through the doubt and chaos and shadow, has emerged victorious. They have made the correct sacrifices. They have asserted their authority in their life. They have regained composure and are making great strides. It's quite sexy. We have the Six of Cups. This is soulmate energy. They are absolutely doing this for you, Libra. They are doing this for their own power. They have realized something very significant, and I would say this comes to them in a dream. As a lot of the information recently has come through dreams. Speaking of dreams and having the moon on the bottom of the deck, I had a dream that this scar-faced type chick was running down the stairs with a machine gun, crying her eyes out, shooting at me as I was like at my art and crafts table after finishing soccer practice. So this was completely random, but this I swear will tie into what I'm saying. And I panicked. I was completely caught off guard, okay, which doesn't happen usually, but I will say, you got me. And I ducked under the table, and, you know, as hard as she tried, she couldn't hit me, okay? The bullets were just going like, felt like Neo in the Matrix. It's like, whew, whew. And I didn't know what to do, and then I looked up, and there was a gun manifested in front of me. It was like the weirdest gun I've ever seen. It was like crystal or quartz, and it was this huge gun. So if you can only imagine me in my dream, I'm like, I've never shot at anyone in my life or in my dreams or anything. And I'm sitting there while she's shooting at me, and I look at the gun, and I look at her, and I look back at the gun, and I just start going, doom, 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 doom. And it was like, it was the craziest moment I have ever experienced. It was actually kind of funny as well now that I look back. She collapsed and she fell to the floor. Or I'm sorry, she fell on the table. My arts and crafts table. I was actually kind of pissed at that, actually. But she looked dead, you know, she was just like laying there, and then I just kept going, toom, 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 until there was like nothing recognizable about her. And I quickly ran and grabbed my guide, and I brought them back, and I said, look, and by the time that I got back, they were gone. I was shaking with adrenaline. I was like, oh my God, I just killed someone. Oh my God, I just killed someone. That is definitely a first. And I will say that I never thought I could actually do it. I never thought that I could, even in my subconscious, even in my dreams. I think Libra is always an advocate of peace, always taking the higher road, unless they are met with an adversary where they actually have to choose. Okay, they have to choose whether they're gonna survive or the other person is gonna survive. And in that moment, being like completely unaware, I thought I was gonna die. So I did what I had to do. But needless to say, I think with a lot of these retrograde energies, you and your twin could be experiencing very similar. I mean, I hope your dreams aren't as crazy as mine. I mean, nobody deserves to have dreams crazy as mine. But this could be a really enlightening time where you find either deeper strength within yourself, more courage within yourself, more resources, and just straight up Jedi skills that you never thought you had, that may surprise you. Okay, so with the universe, it's actually asking you to keep an open mind. Do I think I just manifested that gun? Absolutely not. Do I think it was gifted to me? I do. I think it was gifted to me. I think it was actually showing me that I have more resources than they do. I think it was actually showing me I'm wiser and better than I think. Maybe I need to give myself more credit. I am a survivor, after all. And I think what your twin, your union is doing is taking on a life of its own. I think it's actually showing you the truth of things. I think it's actually blowing your mind of what you are capable of. Don't get on my craft table. There's a lesson in that somewhere. What else is going on for Libra this week, please? I can already feel you guys in the comments. You're probably like, oh shit. Don't go into Libra's dreams. True. Don't do it. They will make it so that you never want to fall asleep again. Just give it a little bit of time. Try them. You're lucky that you are a stupid fuck if you try a Libra. Because they have enough grace within them to let it slide once. Seven of Cups in reverse. Someone's made a decision. What'd I say? You know what? I really feel such compassion for your loved one. Okay, the Magician, there's something very significant happening again this week, although no one's going to be able to see it coming. No one is going to be able to see it coming, and I promise you that. If you think you're sly and savvy, you just wait, because there's something up Libra's sleeve. There's something up Libra's sleeve that really, really, really puts things into perspective if you haven't been completely convinced already. Now, what I was saying with your partner is that they're having very significant realizations, just as you are, Libra. Just as you are. If you're having dreams like I am, if you're encountering people that just want to test you and get at you, and they're so angry and they hate you so much that they would like try to kill you, or that they would try to, do something really reckless, I think that the universe is saying, no, that's not actually in Libra's karma. Thank you. Bye. Ta-ta. Ta-ta. Have fun cleaning yourself up. There's something that Libra has not yet revealed, surprisingly. Surprisingly. You might think, when does the Libra rabbit hole stop? Truth is, I don't know. No one knows. It's kind of fun, actually. You gotta put a little bit of a crazy face on. Gotta put a little bit of a crazy face on, Libra. We know that you guys have it. Anything else for Libra? So again, someone has definitely made a decision. They're exiting a relationship. It's just too hard, too difficult, not worth their time, manipulative, that kind of thing. So needless to say, they are making a very courageous move forward. The universe is really proud of them. I'm actually hearing applause. They're going to be receiving a lot of bountiful harvest, a lot of prosperity that might just be at their back door. You know, it's something that they just hadn't thought of yet. It's right there for them. But needless to say, if there are some upheavals in your energies, such as the suffering in silence and having to be very patient for this progress, don't let your mind get away with you, Libra. Definitely don't feed into any fears that are being sent your way, or whatever else your twin is experiencing. If they are in shadow, and if they are in a little bit of delusionment, if they are being persuaded in the other direction, they are going to see the light. They are not going to be able to live without, you know, the truth, and they've got to come to you for that. Okay? I mean, that is just point blank what they're thinking. That's just point blank what I feel from this energy. And no one is going to be able to confuse them this week. No one. Okay, once they reach that point, this ending of the suffering, they're just so solid. They are just so strong. And there's going to be so much more redemption for them in the future. If they even have a slight fear about that, oh God, it's just going to be so juicy. It's just going to be so gratifying. Okay? I really, really feel that. Thank you so much, Libra. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Feel free to follow me over to Vimeo if you'd like to see the extended version. I'm going to go into this and see where it goes. We're going to go into your partner's energy. We're going to go into your energy a little bit more. And then we're going to discuss maybe any third-party, stupid-ass energy surrounding you. Okay? Thank you so much, Libra. And I will see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.